What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Martin, and today I'm taking a look at the all-new BMW M3 G81 Touring, and it's the LCI, so the facelifted version. And let me tell you, this is quite an amazing car. The improvement they've made is quite significant, and today I'm going to tell you why that's the case. You might not expect it, but it really is the case. I'm doing things a bit different in this video. I'm using a different video mode. Please tell me how you like it, if it's maybe a little less drowsy or sickening than the normal camera settings we use. Please let me know. It's just to try out. I'm going to do a quick lap around the car, then I'm going to enjoy it on this lovely B road, then take it for an Autobahn blast. Stealing Max's catchphrase again. So we finally have it, the LCI, the facelift of the BMW M3 in general, and specifically the touring version. So if you sit behind it like this, there's only one thing that gives it away. It's that little badge right there. So the LCI version has this silver lining on its M3 badge. Of course, it's always a competition because a non-comp is a rear-wheel drive manual version. You cannot get that with a touring. Unfortunately, I would have loved that. So other than this, it's like completely the same from the rear. Nothing different from the side profile as well. But when we get in front of the car, we get totally different light units. These are matrix LEDs. As you can see, BMW LED, and they're not BMW laser lights anymore. The funny thing is about this car, and what might make it as good as this example, this specimen, is that we have Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires on here. Cup 2 star mark, so a BMW specific Cup 2 design. As you can see, it's not really a semi-slick, but it's very close to it. But these tires in these conditions, what a match made in heaven. It's like 15 degrees outside, the tarmac is nice and warm, and this is actually the second time I'm taking this car, because the first time we had some snow, some ice, and it was really cold. And then these tires are quite challenging, let me phrase it like that. But in these conditions, they outperform a PS4S by quite some margin, specifically because the M3 Touring is quite a heavy car, and this has a very rigid side profile, side wall, and you can feel that it sort of doesn't lean over its sidewall like it does with a normal street tire. So really fantastic combo with the M3 Touring. So just get a good nice winter set and a set of these. So there have also been engine changes because we have more power. That's always a good thing, right? So we used to have 510 horsepower coming from the 3-liter bi-turbo S58 engine. Now we have 530 horsepower. So that's a really nice 20 horsepower increase. Torque is still 650 newton meters. 0 to 100, 3.6 seconds, used to be 3.8. So 0.2 of a second faster. That might seem like quite a lot with 20 horsepower, but they definitely also recalibrated the gearbox software, because when I first drove this car, I was like, wow, that's a different animal compared to like the first M3 Touring I drove, which I thought was a bit disappointing when it came to the gearbox. And especially on launches, it's super aggressive. I did a 3.45 was my fastest run, but I guess these tires are also really helping out there, because you know, it's all about traction. But definitely also the gearbox calibration, because it used to be like all over the place. Am I going to use first or second? I'm going to short shift into third. The gearbox did all kinds of stuff with the earlier M3 X-Drive models, and it seems like they've fixed that issue. Now, of course, we got this car from Thijs Timmermans. He also drives an M3 Touring, a fantastic blue one, but this is now for sale over there So if you're looking for a very beautiful green M3 Touring with 3,000 kilometers on there, this is available right now. And what a lovely spec this is with those beautiful tires. Quite rare actually. I've never seen one, a regular one with the Cup 2s. It's always the CS or CSL models that have these tires. This is pretty rare. Oh, one more thing. They kept the best feature of any BMW Touring, which is this separately opening tailgate or tailgate window, whatever you want to call it, rear window. This is so convenient. As you might know, I own an M3 Touring. I also have this. It's super handy when you have it fully packed and you just want to grab one thing without everything falling out, or you have the dogs here and you want to give them a treat, stuff like that. This is a pedigree significant BMW feature, and they are ditching it throughout the model line. Why is this happening? The 5 Series Touring doesn't have it anymore. Please, BMW, let us have it. Keep it on the new BMW 3 Series Touring. It's something we love. Right, guys? BMW fanboys, unite! Okay. Let's get in and I want to see if there's a BMW individual sticker, because I'm certain this is an individual color. Should be right there, but it's not. Sometimes the individual cars just don't have the sticker. I don't know why that is. Anyways, let me just go over to the Thijs Timmermans website and see if there's a color specified right there. Goodwood green. Wow, beautiful. Really beautiful. I'm pretty certain it's an individual color, because I think the normal green would be Isle of Man green with the M3 Touring. So let's start her up. I'd love to say beautiful sound, but I think the S58 is a bit of a machine, in a good way and in a bad way. It sounds like a machine, and that's it. Okay, let's use M1. I have my... Now we're going to use M2. This is my launch control mode. So that's with the four-wheel drive system in four-wheel drive. Let me show you guys. Setup M2. So you have four-wheel drive, which is sort of a squared setup. So it divides the power evenly between the four wheels. Four-wheel drive Sport, which is more rear-wheel oriented, and then like 20% goes to the front. And of course you have sort of a drift mode, two-wheel drive. But in this case we're going to use four-wheel drive. Turn on the speedo cam. And that is 3.45 seconds to 100, whereas BMW claimed 3.6. So good job, BMW. This thing is so fast. And the whole package of that extra 20 horsepower and the recalibrated launch control, the gearbox, stuff like that, it really makes it significantly faster than the pre-LCI Touring. Like really, it does make a big difference. Okay, now we're going to switch to four-wheel drive Sport. And the turn-in, because of the Cup 2 tires, as I said, it's a heavy fella, and it doesn't lean over its sidewall as much as with the normal PS4s, or let alone with the P0s that you can also get on this car. This is super flat. That's really nice. These tires can handle this beast. Okay, going to move to M1, which is two-wheel drive mode. But wow, I'm honestly really impressed with the LCI Touring. It's it really made up the flaws super sticky tires. It really made up for the flaws that the first iteration of the M3 Touring had. But I guess that's just how stuff works. They come out with it and they keep on improving it. You can even get an M3 CS Touring now. I'm really stoked about that vehicle. I'm really stoked to drive it. I hope we get to drive it. Let's put the display into M mode. Oh. Going to use M2 for this section right here on the Autobahn. Switch it into automatic mode, fastest setting, like that. This is so impressive. I'm so happy that we get a car like this in 2025. Did I mention the upgraded steering wheel? We now have a flat bottom steering wheel with a red 12 o'clock marker right there. I do prefer the normal round steering wheel, especially in oversteery situations. And this specific one has also been equipped with the M-Drivers package, so that means we have a raised top speed to 285, which normally is 305, but it's 20 kilometers an hour less with an M3 Touring because BMW decided that it should be like that. I have absolutely no idea why, because we also did a video where we deleted the top speed limiter of an M3 Touring. We did 320 something. Go check it out in the top right corner, and it was absolutely fine, of course, but there is some reason that BMW doesn't allow that for the normal versions of the M3 Touring. Okay, let's see what it does. 100 to 200. Now this is the big news. This is 795. That is outrageous, because normally with the M3 Touring we do like a high 8. So it's nearly a second quicker with only 20 horsepower. How did they manage to do that? That's the top speed, 287 on the speedo. It's always complaining about the tire pressures. They really want you to have these massively hard tires when you want to do top speed in modern BMWs, but I just don't agree with it. So the M3 Touring LCI, it's a fantastic car. As I said, significantly better than the pre-LCI. There have been a lot of changes. It might also have a lot to do with the Cup 2 tires that are on this specific one, but overall it's just a fantastic upgrade, and BMW is still developing this platform, this engine, and I'm so thankful that they are doing that. I'm really curious what the competition is going to come up with, because Audi have seen the success that BMW has with the current M3. They're coming out with an RS5 hybrid V6. It's supposed to be freaking insane to look at. I've talked to a few people over at Audi and who already saw it, and they're like, wow, it's going to be really special. So really curious about that, and of course the M3 CS Touring. For now, thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. Go subscribe to the channel, go check out this video, or go check out this playlist. Thank you guys, bye.